No Shave November turned into I'll keep it through Christmas. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna be the world's strongest Santa, so I gotta keep the beard. I call myself the world's strongest Santa. That's the king of the north right there. Officialstrongman.com is putting on the World Games. So this is basically the Olympics for strongman. They take the top 30 strongmen in the world, and I qualified 7.
Let's go, Santa!
I'm kind of hoping that just being there and having so many people be into the image that I'm having, kind of hoping that throws other competitors' game off a little bit. It was something that started 3 years ago as a way to keep myself honest and going to the gym and trying to get in shape so that I could see my kids get old. I'm also a corrections officer during the day with the Oregon Youth Authority, husband to a wonderful woman, and dad to 5 kids. Okay. 3 years ago, my wife and I had our last child, and I think I was 41 at the time, and I was sitting on the floor and I couldn't put my own socks on. And I was about 400 pounds, being told by the doctor that my diabetes was, running out of control. And I thought, I'm gonna be 60 when he graduates high school, and you don't see too many 400-pound 60-year-olds. So I thought, I should probably get in shape. And so I started going back to the gym, and I would have to say that I've probably lost over 100 pounds in just pure fat. And then I've probably gained quite a bit of muscle. I'm trying to do this so I live longer, but some of these guys are on 10 to 15,000 calories a day, and it's literally a meal like this every hour. Next thing you know, I started getting lean, and then started to get really strong. Took third at a local contest, but it's the biggest contest in the Northwest. Then I went to nationals and shocked the world by taking third. I had nobody had ever heard of me, and I show up there and take third and just kind of put myself right out on Front Street. And next thing you know, the fan base started growing, and then you get addicted to all of it. I'm addicted to the attention, I'm addicted to the training, and now the diet, because it's like everything, helps everything else go along. It's like I know that when I go to the gym, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna make it work, and nobody's gonna come in and say you can't, or you shouldn't, or you're too old, or you're too fat. This is the one that normal people use. My stuff's downstairs. It's like I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I love having that confidence and being able to walk into a room and know that I'm probably the strongest guy in here. So this is where it starts to get to the scary stuff. Pretty funny that 3 years ago I can't put my own shoes on. Now I can do all kinds of things that I haven't been able to reach in years. When I'm facing a bar that I haven't ever lifted before, I think of, it's like, how many doors is this gonna open? And then all I can think of is, I have got to do this. This is about 440. I'll go up one more plate. I've got to get this airborne, and if I can get it off the ground an inch, I can lock it out. Yeah, whenever I'm feeling fat, I put that on. Your life doesn't depend on it, but you pretend. When I was a kid, my dad had a very bad back, and he couldn't lift things, and so he'd always ask me to come help him lift things. How about that? And then it just got easier to do it myself. And then he started introducing me as the human forklift. And as a kid, it was just always something I wanted to be strong so I could impress my dad. And he died in January. So it comes down to just, making him proud. I'm so proud of how far I've come in 3 years that I just can't wait to see where I'm at in 3 more years. Seems like such a weird thing to have to do, but what will this end up being? How big can this get?